What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So I'm getting right into these brows, okay? We ain't wasting time. Let us set these brows. Starting out, I'm using my setting powder from Juvia's Place in the shade Kalahari, and I'm just pressing this powder in to avoid any shine or grease throughout the day. And then moving on to the brushes I use for the actual brows. So this is one from Anastasia. It's okay, but this one right here by Kiss, you need it, sis, okay? It is everything. It's like $3, maybe two, and it's angled as well, and a spoolie on the end. Then I'm just using my Dipbrow pomade in the shade dark brown. Sometimes I use ebony, but I've been using dark brown lately. And you want to make sure you press this into the cap of the dip brow, because honestly it saves so much product. It gets your brush super flat, and it's just essential in my opinion. So I'm brushing through my brows. You want to make sure all your hairs are out of the way when you start drawing your lines, and you want to make sure your brush is the right way when you're doing this. I use this angle brush because it's just so much easier to me when I'm filling them in, because as you can see, my brows are really sparse, and this gives me the perfect straight line that I want. As you can see, I started by drawing the bottom line and then the top line just to get the shape I wanted. Then using that excess product on the brush, I'm just filling everything in between those lines. I don't really go in the front of the brow. As you can see, I left a lot of space there because I I went through that phase too, like most other people who draw their brows on, where they looked like Nike checks and blocks and you know, like Sharpie and stuff. You don't want that. You want to avoid the front looking too blunt, so make sure that area is left alone. And then I just did my other, this is just me doing my other brow, and as you can see, I left a lot of space in the front, and oh my god, that looks so funny to me, bro. It looks so funny, bro. I couldn't even help it. But yeah, so I'm just using my spoolie now, and I just start, it looks like I'm really scrubbing back and forth, but I'm really taking my brush up every time I swipe on the brow. So like I swipe, then pull my brush up, swipe, then pull my brush up, and that will give a really good effect. You need this brush, okay? This is the Morphe 224 brush in my Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 13. This is my exact shade, and I'm using this little metal palette. You can find it on Amazon, and I just pressed all that product into it to get this brush as flat as possible. I love this brush so much. So as you can see, I started towards the mid section of the brow, and I'm flattening this brush onto my brow bone as much as possible before like drawing the concealer, because the concealer is crucial for your brows, okay? Like that's why you want to find the best brush that suits you. I like the rounded ones the best because I can depend on the shape. As you can see on this part of me using this, the top is the easiest when using my rounded brush. I find it way easier than the flat kind. As you can see, I didn't really like how pointy my brow was at the arch, and I depended solely on the shape of my brush to completely just take some of that arch away. Then I set it with some powder. I added a little bit of the brow powder just to darken them a little bit towards the ends. And then this is my Morphe 173 brush, and this is essential in my opinion as well to buff the concealer in really good. You really want to make sure your concealer is buffed into your skin. You don't want to be like your brow to look like it's got like a white line down, like, you know what I'm saying, like where you know they carved their brows out. You see pictures and then it's like that's the only part that's like highlighted. That is not a good look. You want to make sure that your concealer is all pressed in, all smoothed out before your face. Well, if you do your brows first, then yeah, you want to make sure this part is really pressed into the skin. And I'm just letting y'all know now, like one brow is always better than my other one. One brow is always more arched than my other one. I can't help it. It's just like always like that. So this is my good brow. This is the one I always show off. My other one is just a little smaller, but I love them both. Even though they aren't twins, they are sisters, okay? I don't care. They look good in my opinion. I'm gonna probably change my brows as the years go on, so this is not the last tutorial, okay? But yeah, so this I learned from my peeps, like Beauty by Melissa, like Kiki Adams, all those gals who do client makeup. If you brush some DUO Lash Glue through your brows, they look so deep, bro. Like I can't even explain it. Like the lash glue adheres the your hairs to your face, so they look really neat. Like your hairs aren't flying all over the place, especially if you have thin, like crazy hairs like me. You don't want them like flying all over the place, but you don't want to cut them. This just is the perfect topper, okay? But yeah, so I did record my eye look just because I'm like, I mean, I got some time left. I might as well, you know? So you guys can enjoy this eye look or whatever. All the products will be listed down below. And the mini tutorial of just these eyes and my face are on my Instagram at Beats by Deb and my Facebook at Beats by Deb. So check that out. I'm done talking. Yeah. Well, that's it for this updated brow tutorial. I hope you all enjoyed it so much and you learned something new, a new technique. Anything that you can take with you and try your own is always a plus in my opinion. So I will see you all in my next tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I love y'all. Thank you for 20K, almost 20K on my YouTube. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.